morning, gang. Hopefully everybody's Tuesday has started in a terrific way. Hopefully your coffee is tasty today. I wanted to chat with you today, switching gears just slightly, but talking about some additional tactics and strategies to use with our customers. So in your brain, right in the center, there's this part of your brain called the amygdala, which controls emotions. So in particular, today we want to talk about negative emotions. So with that, it's been studied and learned that when someone self-labels an emotion, particularly negative, it can also help to decrease the severity of that negative reaction. So in terms of labeling, it's really just the verbal communication of what you're sensing or feeling with the other person. So there's really just a couple steps of labeling. As salespeople, we are taught and reminded to be extremely intuitive when it comes to our emotional intelligence and as it relates to our customers. You know, we can pick up on their body language, we can pick up on their tone of voice, we can pick up on, you know, the cues in and around them to get a sense as to where their emotional state is as we're talking to them. So that works in our favor as salespeople. So first is the awareness of what emotion they're exhibiting, and then secondly, it's just a matter of calling it out. So it seems like, it sounds like, it feels like, it looks like, are some of the easiest tools and tactics when it comes to labeling. So you make the observation, and then basically you call it out to them in a verbal sense. And what you'll start to find is that the immediate reaction from that person is that it deactivates or starts to suppress those negative emotions that they're exhibiting because you've recognized it, called it out, and their brain immediately starts to think, oh, did I sound angry when I said that? Or, yes, I did sound angry when I said that. And they start to put things back in check. So it can be a very useful tool for us as we're trying to explain things such as, or notify them of things such as, you know, at the end of July 31st, our bottle charge forgiveness program will come to a close. So there could be an immediate reaction from the buyer of anger. And, you know, by calling it out and saying to them, it seems like, you know, that could be problematic for the business in this current state. And they may have a sarcastic reaction, but what happens is it does start to suppress immediately that negative overarching bubbling of negative emotions as it might build. So calling out the emotion does a couple of things for us, and labeling it out loud in a curious and empathetic sort of way can help us and be very advantageous to continuing to build the relationship and to gather info. So think about using a combo of mirroring and labeling in conversation. You're pulling out lots of information, you're building trust and you know, building the relationship, and most importantly, you're starting to build that influence in the conversation and dialogue you have with your buyer. Above all else, it's not just influence, it's that trust-based influence that we're really seeking in terms of the relationships with our buyers. So today, I challenge you to listen, be intuitive, and again, you can practice on the people around you, and try to identify that emotion and very simply call it out. It seems like that solution might not have been the one you were hoping for. It sounds like you're really busy in the restaurant right now. Maybe it would be better if I called back later. But just little ways to start to incorporate that into your conversation and see how that starts to work for you. I hope everybody has a great day, and go Team NASA.